Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
Hi. Hey. What's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
This is Her Flow from Hot 702.5 FM. Las Vegas, looking for a winner takes all way to burn off that extra energy? Welcome to Bouncy World, the ultimate climate-controlled indoor playground. We're stacking the deck with specials all week long. Cool off with Frosty Tuesdays featuring ice-cold treats for the kids. Then join us for free popcorn Thursdays because nothing beats a salty snack after a giant bounce. And at Bouncy World, we believe every child deserves their moment to soar. Join us every Sunday from 9 to 11 a.m. for Sensory Sundays. We dim the lights and turn off the music to create a calm, inclusive space designed specifically for our newer, diverse community. At Bouncy World, we fly high. From high-flying fun to inclusive play, we've got it all. Visit us at bouncyworldlv.com to book your party or check our open play hours. Bouncy World, jump into the fun today.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 Karen Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescificenter.com.
It's your girl, Miss Connie, coming to you every Wednesday at 5 p.m., discussing the levels of intimacy. What's your naked truth? Stay tuned in to stay turned on. See you at 5. You're listening to Miss Connie from Levels of Intimacy, The Naked Truth at Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio. Good afternoon, everybody. Once again, it is that power hour. It is Levels of Intimacy, The Naked Truth. Make sure that you are tuned in, subscribed, follow, and like, so that we can get this party started. So you guys already know, because I've been out here shooting these good reels for you today, that I have 2 guests in the house. So I will not overtalk you, but make sure you grab you a drink, get you a little tissue, and listen, if you happen to have an incontinence problem, it may be time to put a pamper on, because the folks we got in the house today, they tend to have a little bit of laughter, and with a little bit of laughter come a little bit of trickle. So you know what I'm saying? Pace yourself, because not only will we make you laugh, we also going to give you the formula, okay? I said it last week. You've been swiping, maybe not right, maybe left, but listen, swipe night. You need to do it 5 dates in one night in order to find the true love. And if that sounds crazy, listen, we're going to put it to the test because we got our friend in the house. We have Mr. Eric B. Alexander, writer, and we have Miss Treasure in the house. Welcome, guys, to Levels of Intimacy, The Naked Truth. I'm so excited.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
So this is part 2 of the cast. We had Shay on last week and Tobias. They definitely were very interesting and very engaging and made us all excited to continue the journey and meet the other parts of this magnificent project.
Yeah.
So let me ladies first, Eric. Okay. Treasure.
Yes.
You coming in or what?
I mean, that's how it start off. That lets you know that's that fire.
Okay.
Is what you doing. You gonna stay out there, you gonna come in. Because I ain't got all day. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Period. So tell
it.
us a little bit about who is Treasure? Where'd you come from? How did we end up here?
Man, it's a journey. I'm gonna try to keep it short. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California. Keep on fuck around and find out. It's hot in here anyway. I came outside this hot ass jacket on. It's 78,000 degrees.
It's getting crazy.
But it's bipolar, so
yeah.
But I'm originally from Los Angeles, California. I've been out here in Las Vegas since 2008.
Okay.
And so I have always kind of been into the entertainment world.
Okay.
Ever since I was 6 years old. So what happened is, children, you have kids and it's like, you got to put stuff on hold. So now it's like, it's about me now. I'm going to do me.
Fuck them kids.
That part. I tell them, hey, they know what that means too. And I tell them all the time. I'm like, I love you, but fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Leave me alone.
Okay. Them your daddy kids.
Yeah, you your daddy son.
Right. Okay. So Eric, I know that maybe your children are younger, so you are kind of in love with the idea of parenting. Introduce yourself to the audience.
My name is Eric B. Alexander. I'm one of the writers and co-producers of Swipe Night.
Okay.
I've been in Vegas since 2000. I grew up here. This is my city.
Okay.
I'm a military brat.
Okay.
I've always wanted to be in the film industry, mostly as a writer, but now I'm kind of getting into producing film as well.
Okay, that's good information. So you say you've always been interested. What was the first movie that you saw?
I don't remember what the first movie is that I saw, but I know from a very young age, Boys in the Hood had like a big impact on me.
Okay.
My dad showed me that. I was probably like 5-6 years old.
Lawrence Fishburne, John Singleton. I mean, listen.
Yeah.
That's classic.
Okay.
Sure.
And it's so crazy. Shout out to, I'm always going to mention the app, Tubi. Because Tubi take you back to these movies like, yo, there go, what's her name?
Right.
Like, man, look how young they were. And it's like, how young were we? You know what I'm saying? Watching these movies, having the impact, understanding the struggle of our people, the culture, and then creating that moment in history for another minor, hence maybe even your children.
Right.
You're our John Singleton now. You like
That's
Spike Lee. I was going through like, yo, listen, I got me a Spike Lee up in this joint. Okay.
Dead ass.
Okay. I got a peel up in this boy. It's us.
That's for sure.
Damn.
Yeah,
okay.
100%.
We in there.
We in there. So talking about the project Swipe Night.
Yeah.
How did you two come together to create such a great project?
Oh, man. It's been a while. We've been knowing each other for some time. Eric and Shay, oh God, how many years ago that was? I can't remember.
Gotta
but
be like 12, 13 years ago.
they were my videographers for some projects that I was doing back then.
Okay.
And I did a lot of, well, not a lot, but I was doing shows in Vegas where I perform with a live band and stuff. So that's how I
perform. What, singing?
I do music. Yeah.
Okay, we
I'm
rapping,
an entertainer
singing?
like around. Only thing I can't do is sing.
Okay, we rapping, poetry.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, hold on, stop.
Treasure be spitting.
Hit us with a bar.
Oh man, you gonna put me on the spot? It's gonna be something real quick. Well, We gonna say shout out to 702.5 hot in the building. We gets live, so tune in to see what you get, cause we in the mic and we repping this here. I got Eric to the left, Miss Treasure's on the right. Yep. Swag night, we talking about that shit tonight. Hey, hey,
it's the naked truth. We up in the booth. We gon' spit it right. We gon' swipe the night to the left, to the right. Hit them up on sight. We getting married cause Eric B said swipe night.
And that's all I got too. Please don't pass that mic over here.
Listen.
When the collab come together, you know what I mean?
Okay, so back to the interview.
Yeah, bringing it back. It's gonna be a lot of that.
Okay, so you say he was filming for you.
Yes,
and,
yes.
Okay.
So because I met him through Shay.
Okay,
and, we were doing some projects, and so that's kind of how we even came about. We were doing some stuff with some music that I was doing, and so it kind of like came back around. You lose touch with people. It doesn't mean necessarily that nothing's going on. You just lose touch. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then you come back, and it's like the connection and the energy. Today. It never left though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so they introduced me to this project, and I was just in amazement.
Okay.
I was just like, this is, I was honored. I was honored, because these guys is, they awesome. They do some great work. So
I would say I would piggyback on that. That's funny because I had a few calls and they were like, I know a few people from the islands. They're like, yeah, I see you got the big black man on the show. I said, what? Right, because she said BBM, and I said, what?
BBM.
And she said, let me call. She said, I knew to call you because you would have took it off into some bedroom candy. And she said, I just want to let you know, I meant you got big black men on the show. Girl, yes, you got to be able to decipher and let me know. So back to that whole conversation, writing this project, already knowing her, when you came up with like, you know what, I'm getting ready to, I'm going to put a project together. Did you already have the cast in mind? You had the personalities to match the story, or did you have the story and you had to find the personalities?
So we had the story already. We wrote the script pretty much around Tobias. We knew he was going to be Marquise at the center of the story.
Okay.
And then as we were coming up with the dates, writing the script, coming up with who he's going out with, Treasure was one of the first people that we thought of. So to go back when we first met, she told me that she wanted to get into acting, and I didn't really take her seriously. She was like, "Yo, I want to be an actor. You should write a part for me." Okay. And I was like, I don't know if you can act though. And
that was actually my first passion though. Like
you told me that.
I did that more than I even did music when I began.
Yeah, you told me that, and I was like, and she called me out on it. She was like, you don't really believe me like that. But fast forward, we're coming up with the part that she plays, and we're like, there's only one person that can play this part.
Okay.
Like, if you know Treasure, she's wild, she's all over the place, and that's what this character is. So
see, that could be a good thing sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, you know the description.
Yeah.
You just got to learn as you get older, you can control it a little bit better. That's all. It's a switch. You turn it on and off.
Right. Understand that it's all about mindset when we receive information, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So like wild and all over the place made you right in time in the space to join this magnificent project, you know? Yeah. And right now in the Black cinema world, like, let's just talk about Sinners.
Right. Yeah. I love Sinners. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Beautiful movie.
That's still one of the movies that you're like, I gotta go watch it again.
And we support each other. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
We are in the space of supporting each other more now. But now it's like, yo, like you said, we all have to go back. Like, you know what? Let's get a group together. Let's come back and watch this again, because clearly there's some deeper aspects to this. Yeah. And I've only seen the movie actually twice. I'm going to say, because the first time I heard it, because I'm a person that doesn't sit still, ADHD. Like, I'm like, girl, you better go get us some laundry in. Like, you can't sit here and watch no 3-hour movie. Like, you better listen to in the other room, like, what's going on. So I remember first hearing it, but first being afraid because it was almost like a spiritual conflict because I was like, is this demonic? Hearing other people talk, like sinners, like, is this paranormal? Is this crazy? Because we'll shut it down. If it's if it don't favor Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior, like, wait, what's going on? Yeah. We're not turning that on in this house. But then being and making a conscious choice to be intelligent and understand that that's not what this movie is about, Connie. Find out for yourself. Don't listen to what other people are saying, and then going back and watching it. When the house was quiet and understanding even how magnificent Michael B. Jordan's role was coming out and playing like that alter ego role.
Yeah.
And as I sit here and I discuss with you, I'm like so excited because being an empath, I know that you're next.
Yeah. That's the plan.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Yeah, we love when movies like that come out.
Yeah.
Like Sinners, Get Out, like when those big movies that we all show up for, those movies come, it like reinvigorates us a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Like
Exactly.
We have a chance to like create something special.
It also lets you know you're on the right path because like you can vibe with that. It's like talking about the spiritual thing. Everything is a connection with energy. And so it's like you said earlier, that right time, that right moment. And it's like this is the one.
Yeah.
You ride it.
So on that swipe night, how did you come up with this?
So swipe night. So I actually met my wife on a dating app on Tinder. We
Shout out to Tinder.
Hold on. How long had you been on Tinder before you met?
I was only on Tinder for a week. Like,
really?
Only a week. Like that. That's the reaction that I always get. So that's why. So we were actually at my engagement / housewarming party with my wife. We just bought a house. We had a bunch of people over. Shay and Tobias were over.
Okay.
They were also in my wedding. They were talking about like how crazy it was that we met that way. And they kind of pitched me the idea of like,
this should be a movie.
Yeah, we should make this a movie. Like, what if a guy goes on, obviously not my story, but 5 dates in one night? That would be crazy, right? And I thought like, at first I was like, that's kind of crazy, but like, yeah, let's do that. That's going to be absolutely hilarious, especially with a character like Tobias at the center of it. Yeah.
So, okay, let's go back to your story, though.
Yeah.
So you met her 1 week on Tinder. She was one of the first of 10 people that you met because once you go online, it's like when you wake up, it's 45 people.
Yeah.
So you got a thumb left, right.
Yeah.
Thumb right, left, So you met her. I don't even. If you told her she was the first person, we're gonna let that sit there.
Let that ride.
So what's interesting is both of us were supposed to go out with other people that night, and we both got stood up. And I hit her up after, and she was still available, and magic happened.
That's what's up. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. So was it swipe night, swipe right?
Right.
Yeah. It was that for real.
Because that's what Tinder, literally, Tinder is a hookup site.
It is.
Tinder, like I've been at work, I don't got time for all the banter.
Yeah.
And
you want to do it
or not?
And that's
coming in.
And what's funny is like that's what we were there for. But like I'm a relationship person at heart.
Keep that shit 100.
I'm a relationship person at heart, but like I was just looking for a good time. She was too, but like I have to know a little bit about you in order to. Because
you're
like,
nasty.
It's always the ones that look like they all quiet and shit. You be like, you be
don't let the glass
playing helicopter man and shit. Getting injuries.
We see the windshield wipers on the side.
Yeah, you know what I mean. What happened to y'all? They both come limping in.
Man, I think I met my wife.
Right. Right. Like, hey, that's my bae. Then you go to work like, yo, I think I'm in love. Like, what? Right. What's her last name? Damn.
I don't even know. That's her last name?
What's her zodiac? Like that.
He's like, damn, I ain't even. We ain't get that far. She was moving like a Scorpio.
Moving like a Scorpio.
No shade, wife. We just, kicking the back.
Right.
Yeah. She's like, wait, what?
Wife, she probably like, yep, that's what happened.
Yeah.
This is the reality of swipe night, though. This is the movie. You meet, you greet, you eat, okay, and some sleep.
Sometimes.
Some sleep.
Sometimes.
Okay.
A little bit of sleep.
So it was a swipe night. It was a connection.
Yeah.
And so how long have you guys been married?
We've been married a little over a year.
Oh, this is new.
Yeah, this is
Newlyweds.
We met in 2021, married in 2024.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So are there any children?
We have one kid.
Okay, how old?
2-year-old son.
Oh, well, we got a little junior.
Yeah,
I
little
love
Jacob.
that. That's beautiful. Okay, so I always like to know, where are you from originally? Because I don't think I caught that.
So I grew up here, but I was born. I'm a military brat. So I was born in Germany.
Okay.
I was only there when I was a baby. Then I moved to North Dakota when I was 1. And then I moved here after that.
Listen, I just said, don't slip on Germany.
Yeah.
Germany got some big, sexy men over there and some red. That's where the red is really kicking in over there. Super plot. Super plot.
Probably actually said something.
Boris.
No, for real. You know what I'm saying? For real. They be like, wait a minute. She calling out the people. This is going to be coming out in droves. You be like, what happened?
Oh, my God. Okay, so now is your wife a part of any level of media, or she is literally just...
So not really. She works in financial tech.
Okay.
And then she also has her own business where she sells enamel pins that represent like Black culture. A lot of them are sayings and stuff like that.
I love that.
Shout out to Rebellious Pins.
Okay.
But so she was actually excited when we decided to shoot the movie because our house was like the main venue that we wanted to shoot at. So she got to see like the whole process, our house change into a set and how everything works. So she's very excited about that.
So was this your first film?
This is the first feature-length film that we're getting made, but I've done other stuff. I've worked with Tobias on another short film that I wrote a few years ago, and then I helped Shay produce Strange Fruit, a film that he made a few years ago. Yeah,
what you thinking?
Yeah, exactly what you thinking. Yeah,
that's exactly what you thinking.
Yeah, I'm like, that's that menopause. Good Lord, because I know the girl's name and
be that brain
Billie
fog.
Holiday.
Billie Holiday.
But what was the girl's name?
Billie Holiday. Yeah.
No, but that played Billie Holiday.
We'll
figure it out when we come back. We're going to take a break right here, guys. We'll be right back. I'm your girl, Miss Connie LV. Make sure you stay tuned. Go use the bathroom and come back.
Yeah. Get some popcorn.
To roll up, tell me what's the hold up. So hit it. Let's talk about this now. I make it real loud. Unneeded problems, trust has fallen. Got folks calling my phone now. What you gon' do? Need me to do? Roll through and solve this problem. Unneeded problems, trust has fallen. Got folks calling my phone now. What you gon' do? Need me to do? Roll through and solve this problem. You real tight lips, saying nothing. I might jump ship. See you drowning into nowhere, and you best believe you wanna play the victim. You gotta play the victim. Unneeded problems, trust has fallen. Got folks calling my phone now. What you gon' do? Need me to do? Roll through and solve this problem. Unneeded problems, trust has fallen. Got folks calling my phone now. What you gon' do? Need me to do? Roll through and solve this problem.
What it is, I know you run your sister, so I'ma just keep it crisp. Ooh-wee, believe me, I love what you got, but I'm young and I'm dumb, running straight to the top. Leave it, color-coded, with it, love whenever you be showing emotion, yeah, that mean I got you. To be honest, ain't a lot of chicks that really top you, and you know I'm with it, nothing to lose. You got the juice, I be around some groupies, but I'm not into those. Yeah, I want you in the picture, but you
It's your girl, Miss Connie, coming to you every Wednesday at 5 p.m., discussing the levels of intimacy. What's your naked truth? Stay tuned in to stay turned on. See you at 5. You have one of these grapes.
Oh, wow.
Tastes good, don't it?
Bitch, is this oil?
I got some baby oil in the back. Trying to get a little moisturized.
Freeze this meat, baby. Like at the family barbecue.
Man.
It's listen. It's the lube for me. Okay, everybody. You already know that's my one too. Okay, so you're somebody else, baby. Miss Connie sell lube.
Come on now.
Shout out Bedroom Candy. Bedroom Candy by Intimacy /11002. Okay, it's getting sticky out here. Listen, water, silicone water combination, whatever. Front door, back door. Listen.
Oh, it's an all-American, all-around lube.
Listen.
Okay, made in America type shit.
Yeah.
Listen. And for us, okay? So it's made with real natural oils and stuff. This is Candy Bears from Escape Bedroom Candy. I've been a consultant for her for, I think, going on like 5 or 6 years. Listen, she ain't steered me wrong, but I'm going to tell you something. If you got a little bit of this, you definitely gonna have to have a safety keychain, because when you hit these streets with good coochie, you gotta have weaponry. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you don't know if you want to love them or leave them, so you got to make sure you got mace or lube, whether you stand or going. Yeah. That's right. I'm too old for coochie. You know what I'm saying?
Bipolar coochie. That's what
I love them in.
They don't know what to do with it. I hate this bitch. I love you. I hate this bitch. I love you.
Right. Listen. That's that dating pool. You know what? I didn't even catch your age, Eric. How old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay, and your wife is around older or younger?
She's a few months older than me.
Okay.
A few months.
Okay. Yeah. But at least he's honest. Yeah. So that's the dirty 30s.
Dirty 30s.
They was wild.
The dirty 30s. They was wild. Tell them about your dirty 30s, Treasure.
Yeah, my dirty 30 birthday party. I had this chick who was real cool. She was like, hey, I gotta go do something and then I'ma come back. So me being me, I said, hey, before you go, when you come back naked. She looked at me and she said, okay. So some time go by, we party. You know, everybody turned up. It's cracking. Doorbell rings, she comes back. Somebody, I forget who it was. They come to me, he's like, hey, there's a bitch at the door, ain't got no clothes on. I said, what the fuck you doing? Just let her in.
Right.
And for the remainder of the party, she walked around like that for about the next 2-3 hours, something like that.
Love it. Yeah. Listen, body confidence.
Yeah.
It's healing and transparency. Okay, so where is she now?
She good, you know.
Okay, period. Period. Point blank.
She got some clothes on right now.
I forgot. You know, we dealing with a Vegas-based multi-hyphenated entertainer, baby. So let me tell you what we got to do. We got to schedule love and relationships. Okay, you can show up naked, but it don't mean that you can leave your shoes over here.
Come on now. Okay. Yeah. Come on now. All right, that's just for sheer entertainment purposes.
Period.
Entertainment purposes.
Yeah. So let's talk about it, Treasure. So you are a multi-hyphenated entertainer. So we heard a little bit of the bars. Okay. You say you don't sing, so that's your level of music. So are you writing music? Like what else are you doing in music?
I've written, produced, the only thing I really don't do is get into the engineering, but right now I'm writing, we're doing an album for my youngest daughter who's getting ready to come out. Shout out to Sova. Y'all go follow her.
Okay. And, what type of music?
She's going to be doing a little bit of pop. She sings.
Okay.
So she takes after her dad. Okay. You know, they both sing. And so my husband and I are working on a compilation album where he's producing, he's going to do like a kind of like a Timberland sort of type of thing where he puts an album out with different artists on it. So that's something that we're working on right now. I actually got to go. When I get out of here, I got to go back into the studio for something. But that's like my world. Like music is really huge to me.
Okay.
I've written for Tony Grant, Trisha Mann. We did a play back in 2011 where I got a chance to do some writing for them. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, that's like anything that's dealing in the entertainment world, I'm all for it.
If you were talking to a young adult or anyone who was interested in getting in the field as far as writing is concerned, where would you tell them to start at?
Right where they're sitting.
Period.
Right where you're sitting.
Yeah.
The time is now. Go. You know what I mean? I think the biggest hindrance for people and artists alone is what you feel like other people think you should do. You know what I'm saying? We're so busy worried about, well, I need to do this now, or it's your time, it's your thing, it's your project. You do with it as you please. So the key is to just start.
Okay.
So you could be sitting, I've sat on the toilet and wrote bars.
Man, ain't nothing like the bathroom.
I'm
bars.
telling you, that's a great thinking place. You know what I'm saying?
Same question for you, Eric. If you were talking to a young entrepreneur, writer, what would you give them? What little tidbit would you give them to get them started?
I think similar to Treasure, like you just kind of have to do it. Like I'd spent a lot of time thinking about ideas and thinking about, okay, who's gonna actually listen to this? But like the ideas that really hit are the ideas that just come from me. Like your voice is what's gonna gather attention from people. Like trying to please people, that's not really where art comes from. Art has to come from somewhere genuine. So if you want to write, like you just have to write. Put that thing down on paper, get it out, and then you could take the next steps of, okay, how do I get this made? Who's actually going to help me get this made? Like just putting it down on paper, like a lot of people really stop there. Yeah.
Well, as soon as you write it down, you just brought it to life. You know what I mean? Because for right now, it's just a thought.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's just a thought. So the moment you actually...
And you know what? I'll just say that I often say this. I think it's the circle. Because like you said, you were at an anniversary party already a year into marriage.
Yeah.
With your friends, like-minded friends. Hey, this could be a movie, dude. What? How about that conversation and then celebrating in your new home and blessing it? Shout out to Bedroom Candy. Okay. Blessing the home and having that conversation, pillow talking with your wife, like, we could make a movie about how we met.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that's how it started, correct?
Yeah, that's 100% how it started.
Yeah.
Like, and my wife, she's weirdly more creative than me. Like she was
Most
all
women are.
for
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, 100%. And she was all for like pushing that idea. I was more hesitant about it. Like I love the idea, but I was like, oh, how would it work? And kind of getting in my head.
That's that military background because you overanalyze everything and structure and plan. And although I'm not a military brat, I do have to be very conscious of that. And thank goodness, like I have a support system. You know, my baby girl, she just like, listen, you always planning and putting it together. Like, you there.
Right.
Next step.
Yeah.
Okay. Like you I'm thinking about writing a movie. Well, you wrote it already. It's your story. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm thinking about getting it out. Okay. Well, they done already told you. Let's get it out. Right. Oh, I'm thinking about marketing. Well, everybody got social media.
Right.
And look at us. How we listen. I said this morning, y'all ain't even know me.
Right.
Yep.
By 12 o'clock, we go together.
Right.
Y'all like, who the hell is
Right. No, for real. For real. That's how it works, though.
Treasure banging at my door. Wait, girl, hold on.
Who that is?
I'm dancing all on the side of Eric. Like, who is this all in the picture? I'm home. Okay.
That connection.
Like,
You know
babe,
what
I
I'm
swear
saying?
I never met you before.
Okay. No, but you know what it is that we all have a different audience.
Yeah.
So you have to, one thing about radio is when people can only hear you, there has to be some form of engagement. Just as a movie, you have to keep that person engaged.
Right.
Starting with the title, coming up. Yeah. How did we come up with Swipe Night? Why was that the name? Was that the first title? I think I asked Tobias, but I think you were supposed to elaborate on the story.
That's funny that I'm supposed to elaborate. I don't remember what the first title was. I know Tobias had a
some
title.
crazy shit because all of them is ignorant.
Yeah.
Birds of a feather
talking about? I have glasses
on. Treasure.
Well, these are okay. Well, technically, I got contacts in too. So I was gonna say these are just for aesthetics, but never mind.
But I know Tobias had a title that he really loved, and Shay and I were like, no, we're not calling it that. And we came to Swipe Night somehow, and immediately when Shay said it, Shay came up with it. We were like, oh, that's perfect. It's catchy, gets right to the point. Everybody, if you haven't been on a dating app, you know what a dating app is.
Yeah.
And people are going to get it immediately. Yeah.
And you know what I really love too is that there's such a stigma about online dating.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
People used to be afraid to tell people like, oh, I got a boyfriend.
Oh, my God.
Or like, where'd you meet him at?
Yeah.
And then, you forgot to have that conversation in the car. Like, listen, don't tell them
Right.
that
Yeah.
we met on
Right.
POF.
Yeah, what's
Right.
our story?
Okay? Like, tell them we just met at the grocery store or we was at the bar. But then people keep asking questions and it's just like, I don't even know why I lied, girl. I met him on the app. And
Right.
it's like, why'd you lie? Because he could have been a killer, but I didn't want y'all to know if he was really a killer.
Because it's like the apps were just like, they were so cliche. All of them was pretty much the same because it was like
disagree.
It was the next app. The last app I was on, I think, was Black People Meet, and that was the last one I think that I was on. And even then, it was just weird shit. You know what I mean? Like
Now, see, the thing about me is I came out of a long relationship and got on a dating app, Black People Meet.
Okay.
Still are friends. Been single for like about 8 years, and everybody I met on there, I'm still pretty cordial with. But I think it's all about that profile, because my profile is like no nonsense.
Yeah. No.
And
for
when
sure.
people go in the inbox, they be like, "Yo, the profile was crazy."
She's straight to the point.
Yeah.
And
No.
I don't. It's like a checklist. You
Yes.
got to do it though.
No, listen.
But I think that's the problem with dating.
Yeah.
People don't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like communication is what it is. Like, let me tell you about me and you tell me about you. We're going to find out now. We're not going to wait to introduce you to the kids. Do you like this person or not right now?
Yeah,
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I don't want to start liking you and my kids be like, you know what? And something ain't right. You know?
Yeah.
So it's we don't do that. We got to communicate.
Yeah, it's just it's pretty crazy. So you having children and being on the site, you're not having children and being on the site.
Yeah.
Did someone encourage you to go on the site, or
No.
did you just?
So I was single for 9 years before I got on a dating app. 9 years single. And I always
But
knew,
wait a minute, hold on, Negro.
Stop, hold on, what's going
I was
on?
like,
Hold on, okay. So were you single and somebody was going with you for 7?
No,
because a
I
lot
was
of men
dead.
are single, but really the
Right.
woman or two be in a relationship.
Right.
Nobody was in a relationship with me for 9 years. Dead
Okay.
single. I'm not messing around with
that's
nobody.
crazy.
And I knew, like, when I was ever interested in dating, I wanted
That's
to
military.
be I wanted to be on a dating site. Like, to me, it just streamlined a lot of the BS that happens in person. I don't really see a big difference between in person and online.
It's
To
kind of
me-
the same. Yeah.
Yeah, to me, like, you're meeting kind of the same pool, only it's a little bigger, depending on how you want to go
I
about
just
it.
feel like by the time you meet in person, you know what you're talking about. You're
yeah,
not
exactly.
fishing.
Yeah,
Well,
to an extent.
What, Treasure? What?
man,
What?
listen. My first year out here was wild.
Okay.
Like the dates that I went on, there was 3 that really stood out to me. That I was just like, what in the fuck is happening right now? Because the one dude, I think we met on BPM. We talked. He was cool. Had a good time over the phone. I mean, nonstop. Couldn't shut up for hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
To the point where it's like, you know what?
I love him.
Let's meet. No, it wasn't even that, because I don't fall in love easily. It's the opposite for me. I'm usually like, you don't love me. You just think you do.
Right.
So I'm like, let's go get a drink. Let's meet each other. Let's hang out. So I'm like, yeah. So mind you, he gorgeous. He was like a model, right? So we get to, I forgot we went to one of these casinos because I was still new out here. And we having a drink. And I bullshit you not. Like, we order a drink, and then it was just kind of like,
There's nothing awkward.
I'm like, so now I'm sipping my drink, and I'm like, okay, just so
You asked him out.
Yeah, I'm like, well, no,
You the one said you wanted to go have a
well,
drink.
no, but see, we both agreed at the same time.
Like,
though.
I just
It
wanted
was-
to keep talking on the phone.
Yeah, so but no, it was a mutual thing. So
Yeah.
it got to the point where it was kind of awkward. I'm like, damn, I gotta keep asking you questions because like questions don't bother me, and I'll ask questions all night.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I gotta keep asking you questions just to kind of have a conversation. So time goes by, and he's like, and he was a military cat, and he goes, he just out of the blue, he was like, I could swing the bat though. And I was like, Nick, what? The fuck? I was
That's
like,
all you was there
so
for.
in my mind, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. All right, I'm gonna be a one and done. I'm gonna have a one night stand, go home, and just call it a day, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, where you live, right? So I follow him. We get there. It's a nice house. It was weird because I'm like, I'm attracted to you, but you weird.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like,
and you're not presenting yourself the way that you did before.
Yeah. So I'm like,
on the phone.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of like, So I get to the house and I was like, I'm gonna just go home. I was like, I'm cool. He was just like, oh, okay. and that made it even more weird. I was like, this nigga's a Looney Tune. Like, so I
you saved your own life.
Right.
That's why I say you either need lube or mace.
Come on now. See?
Okay.
And I carry both.
Yeah, you
Like,
gotta have both.
I don't carry a mace. I carry a pistol though at all times.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a little different.
Pistol grip pump on my
bed all the time. That's my
Fools be
shit.
jacking other fools, but they don't be jacking mine.
That's my shit. Every
I
time
was
they
about
play
to
that
say-
at the club, boy. That don't mean you can gank me because
all my peoples is pimps.
Players, hustlers, killers, all get through the filter. I hang with my dogs, man. Fuck a gorilla. Illa. Okay, sorry.
Okay, so back to
Run it back.
So okay, we can rap. I hear the banter. So there is a level of comedy. So when you say comedy, is that more about writing in scripts, or are we doing stand up? Are we doing sitcoms? Are we doing YouTube? What are we doing?
We doing a little bit of all of it.
Okay.
So I have done stand-up comedy before.
Okay.
It was kind of funny. Shout out to Joy LaShawn of 88.1. She had a show one night, and it was the Hilton before it was the Westgate. And it was one of those, one of my
That
people
boy used to crack.
Oh my God.
I
It
used
was
to go
like,
there.
oh my God, by the pool,
Been
old
here
school
20
by the
years.
pool.
Man, that boy
Man, that
used to
shit was
crack.
bombing, right? So I used to be up there doing my thing. So one night she was like, one of the comedians didn't show up. So she's like, hey, can you do about 5-10 minutes? I'm like, right now, nigga, I ain't. So I just did it. And it was, it's a lot of people be like, you're funny. And I'm like, no, I'm just me. And they're like, no, but you're funny.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's like, are you threatening me with funny? Or it's like, no, you funny. I'm like, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Accept
I'm
it,
just
treasure. You're
No,
fun.
and that's real. Because I have
You
a
know
lot
what
of
I mean?
comedian friends. They be like, Connie, why don't you do comedy? And I'm just like, I don't want another job standing up.
You stupid.
Like, I
That's a
don't
real-
want that shit. And they was like, my homegirl was like, you could be like the new moms maybe because you like to drink, you be talking shit, you can sit in a seat.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, now
might work,
that may work for me.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
But see, that's the thing. You just make it what you want to make it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just make it what you make it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was working on some stuff I'm writing now that Shay is on my head about.
Okay.
Because he's like, we doing this. I'm like,
Okay,
all
so right. Let's talk about them upcoming projects before this ends. What we got coming up?
Well, we got a few things. I'm getting ready to drop a song this week or this weekend. It's called Get Off Me. So that's one thing that's coming up. And
damn, swipe night and then get off me.
I mean, it was that thing you swiped.
That's how it be.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what happens when you swipe right.
All right, we done that.
Right.
Okay.
So, and then I'm working on an actual script that I want to possibly turn into a sitcom called Friends and Foes.
Okay.
And so it's kind
that.
of like almost like The Best Man, where he read the book and he's like, wait a minute, I'm just talking about. So it's kind of like about my real life in a sense,
Okay.
but we gonna leave the names out.
Okay. And how about you, Eric? What do we have coming up?
I can't talk about the two projects that I have coming up yet, but Swipe Night, the trailer will be dropping in April next month. Y'all tune out for that. SwipeNightFilm.com. Please subscribe to our newsletter.
Yes,
Be
I
on the
told you
lookout
guys
for
last
that.
week. I'll tell you again. SwipeNight.com. Subscribe.
Yes.
Please. But yeah, that's it. There's two projects I'm working on. Hopefully, I'll be able to announce something this year. But as of right now, I can't say anything. I'm sorry.
Okay. Any more
be like
children?
We want to have at least one more.
Okay.
I don't want to only kid.
Okay.
child,
Girl or
yeah.
boy?
I would love a girl.
Really?
Yeah.
She
You
gonna
seem
change
like a
your
cool
life.
girl there. Yeah.
she'll
Everybody
change
says
your
that.
life.
I don't-
Yeah,
like, what does
you
that
are.
mean? What-
You know what? It's just
We different.
well, she knows you more personally, but just the energy, the gentleness. There's a soft side, you know. So as a dad of a girl, that's always
She's gonna
It's
teach
important.
you. She's gonna teach you patience.
because
She's
she
gonna
gonna
teach you
wear your
empathy.
ass out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I
you're
bet.
gonna be
I
in
got-
love,
I
and
have
she.
two sisters, so I
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Uh-huh. But yeah, so we look forward to that. Let us know, guys. Make sure you subscribe to
swipenightfilm.com
and look forward to
just swiping up and going to subscribe to I Am Miss Treasure. Because that's where Get Off Me is going to drop out. I'm going to put that on my YouTube page first.
And also, guys, make sure you leave your tag and information, how to find you on social media or different platforms, because I didn't have you guys drop that. So make sure you leave that information right now.
Yeah, so your girl Miss Treasure's in the building. You can find me on the TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I don't do Snapchat, but I'm there too. It's I Am Miss Treasure. And I will have also my YouTube page pop in. It's called Miss Treasure TV, where I have some skits that we did from back in the day and some other stuff that I'm releasing. Yeah. Also, me and my husband's social media page, which is The Ham Show, which we're getting ready to revamp and kind of get more into what we do as far as like a entertainment company with our music and our skits and all the stuff we got going on there. He's getting ready to do a journey, a huge weight loss journey. So that's going to be interesting. But beautiful. Yeah. I Am Miss Treasure. That's what it is on all platforms. You dig?
Okay. Yep. And where can we find
Swipe
you?
Night Film on all platforms, including OnlyFans.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on.
You
done waited for the last 3-4 minutes.
You might see Treasure on there.
Listen, you need a sponsor, man.
Listen. We gonna connect with you.
I used to be a PR consultant, so you know we need to team up. We need to
I'm funny, but I ain't no joke, baby.
You know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Where can they find you at, Eric?
And then you can find me personally. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook.
But that's all, folks. That's all, folks.
Eric B. Alexander on Facebook, and then Eric B. of House Alexander on IG.
Okay, so wait, can you just tell me real quick, because I did notice that the Eric B. and the Eric B. House.
Yeah, so the house, Eric B. Alexander's already taken in like all the different forms on IG. So I just put Eric B. of House Alexander. I like Game of Thrones, so I just do the house.
I do too. That's why I was wondering.
Yeah.
I was like,
with that bullshit.
Okay, listen, that's the most gangsters movie. Listen,
everybody was on my head because I didn't get into it.
Girl.
Oh my God. My husband watched it like 3 times.
I've seen it.
It's like Bloods and Crips with swords.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's
but see, when you watch it with certain people, like my husband breaks it down to connect it with how it is biblically and like, you know, spiritually. So I'm like, when he do that, I'd be like, oh shit. So that's so that's my people right there.
Yeah.
And then that's okay.
Yeah.
So, but that's the only time I can get into it. I don't have enough time to watch stuff.
That's how,
It is a lot.
That's my problem.
I'm like a 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. like watcher because I have insomnia. So my mind is going crazy. So normally I'm shutting down 9:30 man, nigga, sativa. What?
Yeah.
It's always the
when you're trying to go to sleep.
I can't. I gotta be able to get up because I got something to do at 3 a.m. You know, the spirits talk to me between 4 to 6, so I have to be available.
That part right there. Yeah.
I can't be comatose. But listen, they let you know where to find them, but you already know where you can find me every Wednesday. I am sitting right here in the hot seat. I'm your girl, Miss Connie LV. The naked truth is these niggas about to put me in a movie. Okay.
Yeah.
With some baby oil.
Part 2.
And some lube.
Wait.
Miss Connie from Levels of Intimacy, The Naked Truth at Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio.